This looks like a likely spot for some pine sap. Let's have a walk and have a look. Into the dark. Okay, looks like there's some pine pitch up there, but that's too high out of reach. Am I still recording? No, it doesn't look like it. Yes, I guess I am. Okay, where do we find some pine sap? Gonna look around for any damage to a tree. Have you spotted some already, hon?
I can show you where I got that.
Okay.
Right there. Here's some right here, isn't it?
Oh, you see where these branches have been lopped off? We got pine pitch. That's this stuff here. We can break that off. It's really cold out here now, so it's nice and hard. And you don't have to worry about...
There's a bunch of it over here.
Okay, let's go take a look.
Holy cow. Oh, he's up here.
See all these little knots? That's pine sap that's bled out of them. That white stuff on there, and that's nice and clean. So we can just go ahead and take our knife and scrape that off and get a couple of balls of it, and we'll be good to go for making some temporary glue for our hafting, maybe some fire starter. There's half a dozen things you can use it for. Okay, as you can see, all this white stuff, it's coming off a little crumbly right now, but that's okay. It's actually easier to get now than it would be in the summer because it'd be all sticky. But that is pine sap. And anywhere the tree has been injured, a branch has been cut off,
right,
we can get this pine sap, and I just pop it into a tin for now, and we'll heat it up later and maybe make something with it. But that's how easy it is to find pine sap. You can find it anywhere if you got a broken branch, and if you're in a wildwood, you can find it anywhere where an animal has broke a branch or been gnawing on a pine tree. You'll find it there. And this is starting to get a little bit sticky from warming up in my hand, so I'm going to put it in something. Okay, I got this little Altoids tin, and there's some pine pitch. Some I scraped off, some I found the other day, and I peeled it off a tree. This big chunk here's got a lot of pollen and a little bit of bark and stuff stuck to it, but that's okay. That'll melt right out, and you can pick it out with a stick. Now I'm just going to take and lay this on this hot stove, and we use this old cook stove for heating the house. Mama cooks on it and keeps us warm, keeps us comfortable. But it only takes a few minutes, and that'll start I've got it on the cooler end of the stove because I don't want to make it real hot. This stuff will ignite if you get it too hot. So I've got it on the cooler side of the stove, and we're just going to let it melt down a little bit. You can see that it's starting to melt a little bit already in spots. And I'll leave this sticking up. Okay, I've got this is just an old bamboo skewer. I'm just using it to kind of move it around in there a little bit. And you can see she's starting to melt. It's only been on there for about 2 minutes, maybe 3. And I'm just going to keep melting it down. And when I start getting it down far enough where I can get some of these chunks of bark and stuff, I'll just pull them out because I won't need those. We'll get this nice and hot. And then
oh, it smells good.
Yeah, fresh pine smell. Warning, guys, don't use Mama's good pots for this because it will ruin them. Then she'll have you in the doghouse. Okay, I've got it pretty much melted down. You can see there's a couple of chunks of bark in here that I'll just pull them out. And these little bits and pieces, they won't hurt anything for our purposes. But there you have it, melted pine sap. Now, when this stuff dries, it'll dry with kind of a hard sheen, and you'll have to get it pretty warm to make it find something to collect the bark out in. You got an old piece. Whoops! Why am I gonna holler? I just got a little pine sap on our stove. Okay, we'll just. Now the reason I'm leaving this piece up is so that I have something to hang on to. Okay, there. See, it's easy enough to fish that stuff out of there. Now, if I want to make a pine tar stick, I'll pull this off and set it on a cool spot, and as that stuff starts to gel, you just wind your stick on it. Now, you can use any old stick you want. You can use a twig that you found in the brush, just peel the bark off of it, and that'll be good to go. And being as I've got this little skewer that I've been using to stir it up with, that's what I'm going to use. And all you do is you just get a gob here, get it started, let it cool. Get some more, and it's already starting to gum up a little bit. Just okay, I've got her all pushed down to one end, and you can see I've got this really thick molasses-like stuff, and it's coming up on the stick, and I just keep twisting it in there, pulling it out, letting it cool. I'll reach in there, grab some more, pull it out, wind it up. Now, I don't need to have a stick a foot long. I can shorten this thing down to where it's just a few inches. That makes it easier to handle. But as you can see, I've got a nice little ball of stuff that I can use for hot glue in the woods anytime, anywhere. All it takes is a little bit of heat to heat it up. And, whoops, loosen it. Getting too cool, it's stuck in there. There we go. I'm going to push this back on the heat a little bit because it's getting a little too cool. Cools down pretty quick. Now, if you happen to be using this stuff for making a torch, and you've seen them torches in the old monster movies where the villagers all have torches, they use pine sap and they use other branches and stuff. But you want to be real careful with that, because if you use too much of this stuff, as you see, it melts right down to a liquid, and that burning pitch will drip off of that torch. So you want to use more fuels. This will keep it burning, but you want to use other stuff for the main source of that fire. And this will burn, but like I say, if you've got it too much in one spot, it'll drip, and it'll drip a flame. And if that gets on you, it won't stop burning once you put the fire out. It'll keep burning for a good minute. The only way to get it off is to pull that whole chunk of meat out with it. So okay, like I was trying to say at the end of the last clip, I think I cut it off. Be very careful with this stuff when it's hot. Okay, I'm going to bring it over here in the light and show you what I've got. Now, we stopped for a while and let it cool down, and you can see this stuff is dry, it's hard, it's not sticky anymore. This is not sticky anymore. When I want to make it liquid again, just heat it up. And I broke off the stick. I can keep it all together, so I got my little glue stick stuck in the can. And if I need some more, I just go get some more. It's easy to do, easy to make, very useful. That's it.